Have you ever felt like your energy is fading faster than it used to? Maybe you wake up in the morning feeling sluggish, or by mid-afternoon, you're already drained. It's frustrating, isn't it? You want to enjoy life, your grandkids, your hobbies, the simple pleasure of feeling good in your own body. But sometimes it feels like time is working against you. Here's the good news. It doesn't have to be that way. Science has shown that small daily habits can have a massive impact on how long and how well you live. Imagine waking up every morning feeling stronger, sharper, and more alive. Imagine having the energy to do the things you love, without aches, without exhaustion, without feeling like your best years are behind you. The truth is, adding more healthy years to your life isn't about making big, drastic changes. It's about simple, everyday habits that keep your body strong, your mind sharp, and your spirit happy. And today, I'm going to share 5 powerful daily habits that can help you do just that. These aren't complicated routines or extreme diets. These are practical, easy-to-follow habits that fit into your daily life. Habits that have helped countless people feel younger and stay healthier longer. Let's start with the first one. And trust me, this one might surprise you. Habit number 1, start your day with movement. You don't need to run marathons or lift heavy weights to stay healthy. But the worst thing you can do, especially as you get older, is stay too still. The body thrives on movement. It keeps your heart strong, your joints flexible, and your muscles working the way they should. Think about how you start your day. Do you get out of bed, shuffle to the kitchen, sit down with your coffee, and then stay seated for a while? That might feel comfortable, but it's actually one of the worst things you can do for your body. Instead, make it a habit to move first thing in the morning. It doesn't have to be a full workout. It could be a short walk outside, gentle stretches, or even just standing up and doing some light movement while you wait for your coffee to brew. The key is to get your blood flowing and your body moving as soon as you wake up. Why is this so important? Because morning movement does 3 things. It wakes up your metabolism. When you move early, your body burns more calories throughout the day and processes food more efficiently. It reduces stiffness. Ever notice how stiff you feel when you first get out of bed? That's because your joints and muscles tighten overnight. Gentle movement helps loosen them up. It boosts your energy and mood. Movement triggers the release of endorphins, the feel-good hormones that help reduce stress and make you feel more alive. If you're not used to moving in the morning, start small. A 5-minute stretch, a short walk to the mailbox and back, even just rolling your shoulders and taking a few deep breaths. The important thing is to make it a habit. Habit number 2, eat foods that fight inflammation. Here's something most people don't realize. A lot of common aging problems, joint pain, fatigue, memory loss, even heart disease, are linked to one thing: inflammation. Inflammation is your body's natural response to injury or illness. But when you have chronic inflammation caused by poor diet, stress, or lack of movement, it starts damaging your cells, making you age faster and feel worse. The good news? You can reduce inflammation just by choosing the right foods every day. Start adding anti-inflammatory foods to your daily meals. These include berries like blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. They're packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation. Leafy greens like spinach and kale. They help protect your cells and boost energy. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines, rich in omega-3s, which reduce inflammation and protect your heart. Nuts and seeds like walnuts and flax seeds. These support brain health and keep joints strong. On the flip side, try cutting back on foods that cause inflammation, like processed meats, sugary snacks, and fried foods. You don't have to eliminate them completely, but being mindful of what you eat can make a huge difference in how you feel. A great way to build this habit is to make one small food swap each day. Instead of sugary snack, grab a handful of almonds. Instead of white bread, try whole grain. Instead of fry your food, bake or grill it. These small swaps add up over time and can make you feel years younger. And speaking of feeling younger, there's another daily habit that can truly turn back the clock. Let's talk about it next. One of the most powerful ways to slow down aging isn't found in a pill, a fancy diet, or even exercise alone. It's something simpler, something most people don't think about enough. But when you get right, it can change everything. I'm talking about sleep. Habit number 3, prioritize deep, restorative sleep. Think about the last time you woke up feeling truly rested, like your body had been completely recharged overnight. Feels amazing, right? Unfortunately, for a lot of people over 60, those mornings are rare. Maybe you toss and turn at night, wake up frequently, or just don't feel refreshed in the morning. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we age, our sleep patterns change, and many people get less deep sleep. The kind of sleep that repairs cells, strengthens the immune system, and keeps the brain sharp. But here's the thing. If you want to add more healthy years to your life, getting better sleep isn't optional. It's essential. Poor sleep is linked to memory problems, weight gain, weakened immunity, and even heart disease. The good news? There are simple daily habits that can help you get the kind of deep, restorative sleep your body needs. First, stick to a sleep routine, yes, even on weekends. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps reset your body's internal clock. This makes it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. Second, avoid screens before bed. The blue light from phones, tablets, and TVs tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder to produce melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest. Instead of scrolling on your phone, try reading a book, listening to calming music, or practicing deep breathing before bed. And here's something most people don't realize. What you eat during the day affects your sleep at night. Heavy, sugary, or processed foods, especially late in the evening, can disrupt your sleep cycles. Instead, try foods rich in magnesium and melatonin, like almonds, bananas, or a warm cup of chamomile tea, to help your body relax. If you've been struggling with poor sleep for a while, making these changes might not fix everything overnight, but stick with them. Over time, your body will adjust, and you'll start waking up feeling more energized, more refreshed, and ready to take on the day. And speaking of energy, let's move on to something that can completely transform the way you feel every single day. Habit number 4, stay socially connected. This one is just as important as diet, exercise, or sleep. In fact, some studies suggest that staying socially connected can add more years to your life than exercise alone. Why? Because loneliness and isolation are some of the biggest health risks people face as they get older. When people lose touch with friends, stop going out, or feel like they don't have a sense of purpose, their health declines quickly. Loneliness has been linked to higher blood pressure, weaker immunity, and even a greater risk of dementia. But the opposite is also true. People who stay connected, engaged, and socially active tend to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. So, how do you build this habit? Start small. If you haven't reached out to a friend in a while, send them a message today. If you used to enjoy group activities, whether it's a book club, a walking group, or even a community event, make a commitment to start again. And here's something that can make a huge difference. Try learning something new with others, whether it's a new hobby, a dance class, or even just a weekly coffee meetup. Staying socially engaged keeps your brain sharp and your heart full. Now, I know that for some people, making new connections feels hard, especially if you've lost friends or family over the years. But remember, staying connected isn't about having a huge social circle. It's about having meaningful relationships, even if it's just 1 or 2 people you genuinely enjoy spending time with. And if you're thinking, well, I don't have anyone to connect with, let me challenge you on that. There are always ways to meet people who share your interests, whether it's through a local group, an online community, or even just striking up a conversation with a neighbor. The key is to take that first step. So, let's recap. We talked about moving first thing in the morning, eating the right foods, improving sleep, and staying socially connected. These 4 habits alone can make an incredible difference in how you feel, how you age, and how much joy you get out of life. But there's still one more daily habit that ties everything together, one that can truly redefine what it means to live a long, happy, and healthy life. That's the end of part 2. Let me know if you like any tweaks before moving on to part 3, where we'll cover the final habit and wrap up the video with a strong conclusion. There's one more habit I want to share with you today, one that brings everything together. It's the glue that holds your health, happiness, and longevity in place. And the best part? It doesn't cost a dime. Habit number 5, keep your mind active and curious. Think about this for a moment. What happens to a muscle when you stop using it? It weakens, right? Well, the brain works the same way. If you stop challenging it, stop learning new things, stop feeding it with fresh ideas and experiences, it starts to slow down. That's why so many people struggle with memory loss, confusion, and even dementia as they age. It's not just a normal part of getting older. It's often a result of not exercising the mind enough. But here's the good news. You can keep your brain strong, sharp, and full of life simply by staying curious. Learning is a secret to longevity, not just living longer, but living better. Now, I'm not saying you need to go back to school or start studying something complicated. Keeping your mind sharp can be as simple as reading a book, try a new hobby, or challenging yourself with puzzles or brain games. Even small things, like taking a different route on your daily walk or learning a few words in new language, can stimulate your brain in powerful ways. And here's something incredible. Research shows that people who continue to learn and engage their brains regularly can delay or even prevent cognitive decline. In fact, studies have found that activities like playing music, learning a new skill, or even just having deep, meaningful conversations can help grow new connections in the brain, keeping it young and resilient. But it's not just about doing crossword puzzles or reading the newspaper. It's about staying curious about life. Ever notice how young children are always exploring, asking questions, and discovering new things? That's the kind of mindset that keeps you young, no matter your age. So, think about something you've always wanted to do, but never got around to. Maybe it's learning to paint, playing an instrument, writing a memoir, or even just trying new recipes in the kitchen. The key is to keep challenging yourself, to step outside of your routine, and to embrace new experiences. And here's something truly powerful. Learning with others multiplies the benefits. Whether it's a book club, a dance class, or even just watching educational videos online and discussing with friends, engaging your brain in a social setting keeps you sharp and connected at the same time. Now, let's take a moment to put everything together. We've covered 5 powerful daily habits that can add 10 more healthy years to your life. Starting your day with movement to wake up your body and metabolism. Eating foods that fight inflammation to protect your health from the inside out. Prioritizing deep, restorative sleep to recharge and repair your body. Staying socially connected to strengthen your heart and mind. Keeping your brain active and curious to stay sharp and engaged in life. Here's the truth. Longevity isn't just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. You deserve to feel strong, energized, and mentally sharp every single day. And the best part? It's never too late to start. If you found this video helpful, let me know in the comments. Which of these habits are you already doing? And which one are you going to start today? I'd love to hear from you. And if you want more tips on how to stay healthy, happy, and independent as you age, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got plenty more practical advice coming your way. Remember, small changes add up to big results. Here's to living your best, healthiest, and happiest life at any age.